One of the hardest things for me during this is not being able to come around the table every Sunday morning with my congregation, with the other people that are a part of the missions here at this table, knowing that that's also happening across the state and across the country and across the world on Sunday morning. But just because right now we are having to separate from one another doesn't mean we can't still come around the table. So while you're at home right now, I want you to gather a couple of items that you can use for communion. It could be bread and grape juice, it could be bread and actual wine, it could be Thin Mints and milk. Whatever you have at home. We had a professor at Bright Divinity School, I'm not going to mention his name, but he would get into an argument with us, because many of us while in seminary were youth ministers, and we would talk about how we would do communion sometimes with Oreos and milk or something like that. And he would get very upset. He didn't think that that was proper, because the communion items should nurture not just your soul, but your body. They should be healthy, he argued. And I see his point, but Jesus used what was available to him at the moment when he did communion. The bread at the dinner and the wine at the dinner. We can do the same thing. We can use what we have available and still be participating in communion. So now I hope you have your items with you. If not, you can pause this video, go get them, and we'll still be here to come back. But let's go ahead and each of us at our own homes with our own items enter into a spirit of communion. On the night that Jesus would be betrayed, he gathered together with his disciples around the table for a meal. And as they were gathered together at the meal, he took the bread. And after giving thanks for it, he broke it and said, "This is my body, given to you. Take and eat, all of you." And in the same way, after supper, he took a cup. And after giving thanks for it, he said, "This cup is the new covenant, poured out in my blood for the forgiveness of all sins. Whenever you eat this bread and drink this cup, you do so in remembrance of me." If you wouldn't mind, I'd like for us to join together in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Now, if you would, take your bread. Bread of life given to you. And take your cup. Cup of love given to you. May this meal sustain us. May the presence of God that is with us always sustain us through this time. And may we understand that even though we are separated, we are gathered when we are around this table. We are gathered as members of the body of Christ. Peace be with you.